Let me share with you some 7 reasons why you need to build your business brand. Why should you build a business brand? Number 1, you become confident as an entrepreneur. You know people know about you. People recognize you from a distance. They can tell this is KCB. They can tell, they can see this is Facebook. And we are going to discuss more about that. It doesn't matter what you do. There is a book you can hold and you identify the author. This is John Maxwell. This is T.D. Jakes. When you go to taxis, this is Uber. When you go to hotels, it doesn't matter whether you're hearing me from the US, from Ghana, from Meru, from Kisi, we all know Hilton. KCB as a brand has been there over 100 years, tested and proven. Number 2, a strong business brand stands out. You get noticed. The natural thing for human beings is to notice someone dressed in red in a sea of black clothing. That's the reality. Number 3, when you are a strong brand, you attract customers, suppliers, and investors. People are proud to be associated with you. The stronger your brand, the more people are willing to invest. Number 4, you focus your energy and resources. To be everywhere is to be nowhere. When your brand is strong, you know what is on brand and what is off brand for you. Number 5, you make more money. Why? You are paid more for your individuality. People are willing to pay more for a known brand than an unknown brand. We pay more for a known speaker. Number 6, you maintain high standards. When you know you are a known brand, the expectations are higher. You do not want to embarrass yourself. You want to live up to people's expectations, up to the standards the market expects of you. And number 7, a strong brand is likely to continue. The business is more sustainable. There is continuity because people trust the brand. So when you are a known brand, there is more fuel, more energy to stay the course. Brand identity, brand identity. Now, brand identity, I'm talking about 2 things. I'm talking about brand image and brand perception. So when we think about brand identity, I'm talking about brand image and brand perception. These 2 terms sound similar, but they are not the same. Brand image is what we see. Brand perception is how we see it. Let me repeat. Brand image is what we see with the naked eye. Is it red or blue? What we see. Brand perception is how we see it. And we see things differently. We don't see things as they are. We see things as we are. We see things from our own lenses. So when we are thinking about the brand image, we are thinking about the name of the business, the logo of the business, the colors you choose, the design, the symbols. Is that symbol a lion or an eagle or a diamond or a triangle? Even political parties, the symbols you choose, the colors, communicate a message. Every country has a national anthem and a national flag. The colors of the national flag communicate a message. Everything has a meaning. We call it the red China. That's how they identify themselves. Color red has a meaning. That's a lesson for another day. So when you're choosing your logo, you need to know the meaning of colors. That's why you must be careful with the name you choose for your business. There are some names you choose and immediately you will never get business. My name is Jacob Nganga Kenyanjui. When I was teaching Kenyans alone, I never used my English name. I called myself Kenyanjui Nganga. Why? Every Kenyan can pronounce the name Kenyanjui Nganga. Now, I have come to a market where I'm training Ghanaians and Nigerians. They're in the house. Malawi. I'm teaching people from India, America. I'm teaching people from Mexico. They struggle. The whites can never pronounce the name Nganga. Devils. Now, brand perception, we are discussing about the mission of your business, the products the company produces, the service, the culture, the ethics, how you serve customers, how you respond to complaints and complaints, how you treat your employees, whether you smile, what are your core values. Customers don't read your core values in your website or in your strategic plan, but in people's behaviors, in how you treat them. You are the living epistle for your customers. How do they perceive you? How do they see you? That's the brand perception. What I'm suggesting right now, your brand image needs to be authentic and your brand perception needs to be distinct. Your brand image needs to be authentic. Don't copy other people's logo, color, symbols, design. You can mix them because colors are universal. Most people use the primary colors, but don't use the same way. Don't pick the colors of KCB and brand your business in the same manner. For one, when you're a small business, they can ignore you. When you grow and you become big, they can't ignore you. They will sue you for using their logo, their color brands. But again, you are funny and weird. You're not standing out. You don't respect your own identity. You're losing your own identity. The question remains, who are you? Because your brand image should be able to tell us who you are. So your brand image needs to be authentic. And then your brand perception needs to be distinct to differentiate you from the rest of the players in the industry. You should not be confused with any other player in the market. You shouldn't. Number two, brand value. Brand value. And here, I'm talking about what value are you adding in the market? Ladies and gentlemen, precious friends, brothers and sisters, you will never ever have a breakthrough. You will never make money when you focus on money. Never chase money. Focus on adding value to people. Focus on making the difference. For many years, that was the proposition of KCB, making the difference. Focus on solving people's existential problems. Focus on adding real value to people. If you're running a school, what value are you adding to the kids? If you're operating a clinic, what difference is it making in the life of patients? If you're giving insurance, is it true when your people get an accident and you do your due diligence, you are able to pay them and take them back where they were before the accident? Are you truly adding value? That's the question before us. Now, 4 questions to answer that. What do you do as a business? Number 2, who do you do it for? Number 3, what do they want? And number 4, how will it help them? The response to these 4 questions is your brand proposition. How do you really want to be known? Now, that's the foundation. I want to get to the real stuff. What I've given you so far is the foundation. And I'll give you an example of maybe 5 brand propositions on your screen if you can. FedEx. What's their proposition? Freight. They are into logistics. That's their brand proposition. Every time you see FedEx, they want you to see them offering logistics, freight. Delta, what are they about? Airlines. So whenever you hear the word Delta, they want you to remember airlines. Number 3, YouTube, what's that? broadcast yourself. So whenever you hear about YouTube, they're saying, look, we had the old TV. Now, you yourself can be a broadcaster. That's what they want to be known for. Brand proposition means, what are you famous for? YouTube is famous for the fact that we can broadcast ourselves. Tesla, what do you know about them? Motors. Tesla Motors. You hear Tesla, what comes to your mind? Motor vehicles, automobiles. It's about vehicles. KCB Bank. Everybody knows what is a bank. That's the society we live. So when you hear the word KCB, they want you to hear the word bank. So the question is, what is your proposition? What are you famous for? Now, the traditional media we are discussing here is door-to-door, brochures, billboards, wall branding, newspapers, TV, and radio. When my wife started her beauty shops, she decided to mix the traditional and the digital. She actually went door to door, estate by estate. She was doing a 7-kilometer radius for every single salon. Every single salon, 7-kilometer radius, should walk to every estate, give brochures to the security guards in every single estate, and tell them to pass to every home. Of course, she was very aggressive in social media, but she decided to mix. So they still work, billboards, wall branding your shop, and letting everybody, especially if your shop is located in a busy street, newspapers, TV, and radio. And digital media, I'm talking about literally the website, social media, emails, search engine like Google, and mobile apps. So to create brand visibility through digital media, I have a couple of suggestions for us this morning. A couple of suggestions on your screen. Number one, identify your target audience. Number two, create a responsive website. Responsive, I mean interactive. Number three, ensure your website loads fast. Let me tell you the rule of the thumb. People will not go to your website if it takes 10 seconds. I didn't even say more. If it takes 10 seconds. Your website must load between 1 and 9 seconds. After the 9th second, you lose people. The website must load within 9 seconds. Now, you must learn to optimize your local SEO. Let me continue. Number 5, choose 1 or 2 social media outlets. One of the mistakes guys are making these days, they want to be in every social media. You will not be able to handle more than 2 social media outlets properly. Trust me, if you try to deal with all social media outlets, it will overwhelm you and you may not be effective in all of them. So I'm suggesting choose 1 or 2. Number 6, create engaging content. Now, if you follow me on social media, you know without a shred of doubt, there's an article on my page every day. There is a video on my page every day. And usually I will send you a question that makes people start engaging, just to keep the page active and the brand active.